Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We have come to the end of yet another month's shoes reviews. I cannot believe we're already halfway through the year, but this is the video where I am going to talk about my final review, give a number, a rating for what this month's shoes reviews was, which just as a reminder was the Home Chef. I'm going to start with the good stuff. I'm going to go right into the number. I'm giving this thing 4 stars. A ton of reasons why I am doing that. I know I only posted 1 or 2 videos this month, but you didn't need more, okay? It was a lot of repetitiveness with how it all works. So if you remember in the first video, I kind of showed how you signed up for it. You can do it on your phone or you can do it on your desktop, and that is one thing that I did not tell you guys, is that you can get the Home Chef app and you can do all your meal planning and all of that right on the app. And just as a reminder, because you know I have to do my disclaimers, I have no affiliation with Home Chef. I just happened to choose that one because some of the bloggers I follow have codes with them, and I wanted the discount code. So that is really the only reason why I did it. I've never used any kind of home delivery service like this for food and meal planning before. So again, I gave it 4 stars. It was so easy to sign up. It was so easy to set up. My meal plans, I really like the flexibility of it. That's probably the biggest reason why I'm giving it 4 stars. So you do not have to get it every single week. In fact, if you go to the app, it's going to show you based on what your meal plan is, right? So I originally did 3 meals a week, 2 servings each for me and Greg. And I've already changed it. This next one that's coming in, it's only going to be 2 meals. And I think we might even just go down to 1. So I like the flexibility. You don't have to stick to 3 meals, but if you go on the app or even the desktop, it doesn't really matter, but I've been using the app on my phone. It'll show you the next several weeks what it has pre-selected for you. And you can edit or skip. Those are the 2 buttons it gives you right away. You can skip that week and you get charged nothing, or you can edit it and you can, you can, like the first week, if you remember, or the first one I did, I upgraded. I got a salmon dinner, which was, I think they're usually like $8 a serving. That was like $14 a serving, but it was delicious and it was so worth it. But you can maneuver and you can kind of do what you want to do. Another thing I really liked is that most of the meals had, they were relatively healthy. Obviously there was, like those indulgences and the fun foods like pastas and burgers and those kinds of things. But, I got a big chicken one of the oven ready ones that was chicken and green beans. Like, how do you get more healthy than that? So I really like the flexibility of it. Probably my favorite thing about it. Now, why didn't I give it 5 stars? Even though, and I mentioned this on one of the videos, I was very nervous about the portion size. I will say that it was more filling than I thought it was going to be, but it's still like right borderline on, is this really enough food? Am I going to be hungry later? I fought with that a little bit. Now I will say I didn't get one of like the heavy dishes or dinners yet. Like I didn't get a pasta or like a burger. I didn't get either of those. The ones that we got were very light because I tried to get something that was on the healthier side. So that's to be determined. I don't know, depending on if you get some of the more filler foods, if it's gonna be more filling for you, but it was definitely like right on the borderline for us of not being enough food. Another thing, even though I just said that it had a lot of selections, I'm not sure the range was to my satisfaction. Like a lot of it was, like I wasn't looking at anything when it came to the selections and was like, ooh, that looks so good. And like, I don't know which one to pick because there's so many I want. I was kind of like, okay, that one might be good. Okay, that one might be good. But I didn't feel there was like a huge range. Like, I'm not even sure there was a vegetarian option now that I'm thinking about it. I think there was like 1 tofu one, so it's like I would like a little bit more selection with it, but that might just be Home Chef in general. Maybe some of the other ones have a little bit more variety. I don't know. Another thing that I really liked about it, and I grabbed one, is all of them came with this. And this is gold. Like I said, I like that it has the 3-ring hole punches in it. You can get a binder, you can put it together. But one of the things that I think is very unique and creative from a marketing standpoint is there is always something, at least in the meals that I have made so far, that is pre-packaged, like if it's a sauce or whatever the case may be, that will make it difficult to make these on your own without ordering them through Home Chef. So that ensures that you keep ordering from them, because I'm sure you can figure it out. So like, for example, we did, one of the dinners we did was the shrimp, and it was like a crispy shrimp with a spicy soy, or spicy, like a plum sauce kind of thing, like a sweet and sour kind of thing. The sweet and sour sauce came pre-packaged. It wasn't like you made it yourself. So it's gonna be really hard to do that and make it yourself unless you like look up another way to make it. So you can definitely improvise, but it's kind of like ensuring that you order from them again. So I kind of liked the, from the marketing standpoint, I kind of like that. But this could not be easier to follow. I mentioned before, it gives you a picture of what the whole thing looks like. It tells you everything that comes in it. It gives you ways that you can customize it. So like this one was the sirloin with shallot Dijon dressing. If you didn't want to do the sirloin, they gave you an option for a strip steak or a boneless skinless chicken breast or salmon fillets. It also tells you what you're going to need out of your pantry and out of your kitchen, like what kind of pots, what kind of baking sheets. Almost all of them you had to have your own oil, your own salt, your own pepper, that kind of thing. It tells you what the internal temperature of protein is. So if you are not a cook and you have no freaking idea, you don't have to know. It's right here for you. And then the other thing, and probably the thing I like the most, is in this corner right here where it says the prep and cook time, so how long this is going to take you to make, which has a mom who, a mom, a wife, a businesswoman. I have like 3 jobs I'm doing right now. It is crucial for me to know how long it's going to take me to make this. So I like that. It tells you the days that you should cook it within. So this happens to all of us. It sits in your fridge for X amount of time and you're like, oh my God, I don't know like if this is any good. This gives you a rough idea. So what you could do is right when you get it, put the date on it with a Sharpie. 6 days later, you know it's no good and you have wasted money. But then you know. It also says the difficulty level and the spice level, which is important for me because I don't like spice in any way, shape, or form. So it can get difficult for me. So that's one of my favorite things I liked about that. The back, it could not be easier. They have pictures and very detailed instructions on how to do everything. I was not confused at all by any of the directions or instructions on the food I made this week. I thought it was very, like, without sounding terrible, like cooking for dummies. It literally broke down everything for you. So you didn't have to guess and be like, well, what do they mean by this? What do you mean by that? It's like, no, they break it down for you and tell you exactly what you need to do. And then they have a picture on top of it. It really doesn't get any easier than that. So these are all great things that I liked about it. I will say you can get yourself in a little bit of trouble if you are one of those people that are forgetful and you are like, and then you're gonna forget because it's like an auto subscription, right? Once you're done with the free trial, you start paying for it. Like this, you pay for right away. It tells you how much on the app. Like each meal, like I said, they will show you weeks out the meals that they have pre-selected for you, and then you can go in and edit and add or subtract and change whatever you want. But you have to do it the Friday before that next Monday because it's finalized on Friday, they bill you on Friday, and then it arrives on Monday. So if you forget, you're gonna have food coming every Monday, and that's gonna get costly. So my recommendation is if you do decide to do something like this and you're just not sure, I would just start with like 1 meal a week and see how you like it, and then kind of go from there. I think me and Greg are gonna keep doing the 1 meal a week because there's always one night a week where we are both either just super tired or we just don't feel like cooking or we don't know what we want to do. There's always one night like that, so this would be perfect for it. And one of the other options they have is the oven ready meals, which I did not film that one, but we did get one to try it out. Guys, it is easy. So So let me backtrack a little bit. One of the things that's important to know is that none of this stuff is pre-cut for you. So if you are looking for that, this is not it. So like the one meal, we got the full things of bok choy, I had to cut it up. I got one with green beans, I had to cut those up. So you are going to be cutting and prepping some food. If that is not for you, then this is not the right meal plan for you. Of course, I will say I'd be surprised if any meal plan came pre-prepped, because the food goes bad faster then. If it remains uncut and untouched, it lasts longer. So you're probably gonna find that no matter what. But anyways, back to the oven ready meals. So this, I'm literally like 2 minutes of prep. You throw it all in the oven tin that they give you and you throw it in the oven. So those are probably the ones that Greg and I are going to continue to get, because those are the nights when I don't want to cook. And if I don't want to cook, I don't want to do 30 minutes of prep. You know, I don't want to cook. So that is something to keep in mind. You are cooking when you get this. It's not one of those like, you know, I know there's some other companies where it's coming, it's like already made, you just have to heat it up. This is not that. You are prepping food, you are cooking food, you are following instructions. It's just like a very simple way to do it. It's kind of like you have a manual telling you exactly what to do, how to do it, all that good stuff. So again, I would give 4 stars to this. I think it's definitely worth the money. I don't think it's overpriced. And you know, just be smart. Some of the things on there, like for example, they have like a scallop dish. I like to cook. I am not spending money on scallops for me to ruin, because if you overcook a scallop, they taste like rubber and they're terrible. So I'm not gonna spend like $20 a serving for me to mess it up. Do you know what I mean? So like, you know what you're buying. Like, this isn't supposed to be like a gourmet chef meal that's sent to you at night, or that's sent to you weekly. That's just not what it is. It's supposed to help, like, for us if we work crazy hours, or, you know, if you're working multiple jobs, you and your husband, or you and your significant other, or you and your partner are working multiple jobs, you have children, you have practices, you have appointments, you know, life gets crazy. So it's nice to have something where it's very clear-cut instructions, you know, like, I got an hour, oh, I can make this one, it's only gonna take me 35 minutes. It's nice. And I can tell you, when I used to live in Chicago, and before I got married, before I had Jameson, I was working 2 jobs. I would work my full-time job, leave and go right to my waitressing job, which I absolutely loved. But my fridge was empty. I had nothing in it because I was work. It would have been nice. And this Home Chef was not around back then. This was like 10 years ago. But it would have been nice to have a couple of these in my fridge for the week that I could have put together really quickly, especially the oven ones. I think those are like the gold. That's the good stuff. So that's all I got for you guys. I'm going to put my full thoughts and recommendations, everything I just talked about, on my blog. I noted it right here for you. It's jessieschu.com. Make sure you go check it out. I put all of my reviews for all of this month's shoes reviews I've done so far this year. And you know, to give you guys, oh yeah, hello, let's give you a sneak peek into August shoe review. August, it's already August. I just got it in the mail yesterday. I'm very excited about it. So this is, I don't know how to pronounce it, Modair Cell-Proof Body Firming Foam. So this is supposed to help like strengthen your skin and get rid of your cellulite that you have in certain places. So I'm very excited to try this one out. So this is what I will be doing for August shoe review. So again, guys, that's all I have for you. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys at the next shoe review.